Again, we are still in the indefinite integrals. This time, I'm going to discuss with you the integration of exponential functions. So for the integration of exponential functions, we are going to consider two bases. We have first, if the integral of e raised to x dx, wherein this this is ito yung tinatawag nating Euler's number. So, ito po ay constant. The value of that is 2.71. So, if our base is the Euler's number e, the integral of e raised to x dx is simply equal to e raised to x plus c. Another exponential function is, for example, we're going to take the integral of a constant a raised to the variable x dx. So, take note, itong a na to, this is a constant. And mapapansin ninyo yung expo natin dito. This variables x became an exponent. Paano kung ganyan yung ating function? How are we going to take the integral of it? So, if our base is a constant, then the exponent is the variable, we simply take, or we simply copy our constant a raised to that variable x, divide it by the ln of our constant a plus c. So, ito po yung dalawang rules involving the integration of exponential functions. Let's have an example applying these formulas for the integration of exponential functions. Let's have this example. Let's say I want to get the integral of 5e raised to x dx. Again, ito po is under your previous topic. Since 5 is a constant, ang may exponent po ng x is the Euler's number e. So, pwede nating ilabas si 5. Pwede ko siyang isulat as 5, the integral of e raised to x dx. And sabi nga natin kanina, the integral of e raised to x is simply e raised to x plus c. So, if I'm going to take the integral of this, that is simply equal to 5 e raised to x plus c. And this is now my answer for this problem. Ma'am, naglakamot dito example nyo. Let's try another example. Let's have this example number 2. We have here the integral of the quantity 2 minus 3 e raised to x dx. So, this whole quantity is to be multiplied by dx. If you try to observe this, papasok siya sa may rule regarding associative property. Because since the operation involved here is a subtraction, we can rewrite this integral as the integral of 2 dx minus the integral of 3 e raised to x dx, right? Again, this is rule number 3, associative property. So, pag-aralan ulit natin, since 2 is a variable, pwede ko siyang ilabas. Since nilabas ko na siya, the integral of dx minus, ilalabas ko ulit si 3, integral of e raised to x dx. Again, the integral of dx is simply x minus 3. The integral of ex dx is e raised to x n plus c. This is now the answer for this problem. Subukan natin sa pang example. Let's try um, let's try problem number 3. The integral of 7 raised to 2x plus 3. 2x plus 3 dx. Papansinin natin yung ating variable na x ay naging exponent ni 7. And again, 7 is a constant. Sabi natin kanina, the integral of a constant raised to a variable x dx that is simply equal to a raised to x over the ln of a plus c. Yan yung integral pag ganito yung ating function. So, yung kopyahin ko lang to, just take the, I'll just copy my constant 7, then raise that to my x. Now, papansinin ninyo yung x ko dito, this is already an equation. Diba, dito sa may given na formula, that is simply a variable x. Kapag nakakita na kayo ng ganito equation, do not just simply integrate it, but rather apply what you have learned in the u substitution. So gagawin natin, I'm going to let my u be equal to 2x plus 3. Then take the derivative of that. The derivative of 2x is 2. The derivative of 3 is 0, then dx. So my dx becomes du over 2. Substitute ko na ngayon siya dito. Magiging the integral of 7 raised to u. My dx is du over 2. Again, ilalabas ko si 1/2 because that is a constant, 7 raised to u du. Ma'am, paano yan? Du to. Yung dun sa may formula, x siya. Again, pinalitan ko lang dito yung u. Pinalitan ko lang ng u, yung x. So, susundan ko pa rin to, magiging 1 over 12. Kokopyahin ko lang si a, that is 7 raised to x, that is u. Divide it by the ln of my a, that is 7 plus c. Now, bring back the value of your u, that is equal to 1/2 times 7. My u is 2x plus 3 over the ln of 7 plus c. Ayusin ko lang yung aking final answer. Ang aking final answer ngayon ay magiging 1 times 7 raised to 2x plus 3 is simply equal to 7 raised to 2x plus 3. Divide it by 2 ln of 7 plus c. Ito na ngayon yung aking sagot for this example. Gets? Let's have another example involving exponential functions. Kasi madali lang naman kapag yung constant mo is a. How about for this example number 5? That is the integral of e raised to 5x multiplied by the quantity e raised to 2x over 7 plus 3 over e raised to 3x dx. To make this simple, pwede kong i-distribute, pwede ko siyang gawing integral of e raised to 5x times e raised to 2x over 7 is simply e raised to 5x times e raised to 2x over 7. Then plus 3 times e raised to 5x over e raised to 3x. Do not forget, ito lahat ng nasa loob ng bracket is to be multiplied by dx. Again, papasok dito yung rule number 3 natin, which is the associative property. But before I'm going to apply that, simplify ko muna yung nasa loob ng bracket. So, magiging integral of, since pareho yung base ko na e, kukopihin ko lang siya. Pareho din naman na in terms of x yung exponent. So, applying the rules of exponent, 5x plus 2x is 7x over 7 plus 3. Since pareho yung base ko na e, kukopihin ko lang din. Then, operation or the ruling natin for exponents, that is 5x minus 3x. Tama? Again, this whole is yung nasa loob ng bracket natin is to be multiplied by dx. Again, I'm going to simplify this. Magiging integral of e raised to 7x over 7 plus 3e. 5x minus 3x is 2x. Then, lahat po yan ay multiply sa dx. Again, rule natin sa associative property, we can rewrite this as the integral of e raised to 7x over 7 dx plus the integral of 3 times e raised to 2x dx. Diba? Mas simple na siyang tingnan. Ilalabas ko ngayon yung aking constant na 1 over 7. Then, the integral of e raised to 7x dx plus, ilalabas ko ulit si 3, the integral of e raised to 2x dx. So, sisimplify ko na ngayon siya. Is equal now to 1 over 7. The integral of e raised to 7x dx. Parang yung example natin kanina, we just dun sa may problem natin, the previous examples, hanap tayo nung ginawa natin kanina. For the shortcut of this, kapag yung exponent ng ating Euler's number or yung e ay 7 ay may kasamang constant yung x, simply take yung integral po nito is simply 1 over 7 e raised to 7x. Paano naging 1 over 7 e raised to 7x? Papakita ko sa inyo kung paano nangyari yung ganyan. So, dito ko isusulat, isa-separate ko siya. Sabi natin kanina, the integral of e raised to x dx is simply equal to ex plus c. But what if the exponent of our Euler's number e is may kasamang constant yung x, for example, yung 7x dx. So, for this, let our u be equal to 7x. And our du here is 7 dx, right? Therefore, my dx is equal to du over 7. So, isa-substitute ko siya ngayon dito. This is now the integral of e raised to u. Our dx is du over 7. So, ilalabas ko yung aking constant na 1 over 7, integral of e raised to u du. Therefore, yung integral ng e raised to u du, pareho lang siya sa may integral ng e raised to x dx. That is e raised to u plus c. Kukumplituhin ko na yung sagot ko ngayon. That is equal to 1 over 7 e. My u is 7x plus c. So again, if the integral of e raised to 7x dx. Our answer to that is 1 over 7e raised to 7x plus c. So, ang shortcut nito, para hindi na kayo mahirapan, for example, ang given is the integral of e raised to 2x dx. Simply copy e raised to 2x and take itong constant na katabi ni x, take the reciprocal of that, which is 1/2, then add your arbitrary constant c. Ulit, if the given is the integral of e raised to 4x dx, if you want to get the integral of it, simply copy e raised to 4x and take the reciprocal of that constant na katabi ni x, which is 1/4 plus c. Okay? So, balik tayo dito. Therefore, here, now, since the integral of e raised to 7x dx is 1 over 7e raised to 7x, huwag niyong kakalimutan yung 1 over 7 sa labas ng integral. Plus 3, the integral of e raised to 2x, sabi ko kanina, just copy e raised to 2x, then take the reciprocal of this constant, which is 1/2. That is plus c. This is not yet our final answer, since we have to simplify our answer here. So, kung isi-simplify ko ngayon yung sagot ko dito, magiging, just erase this one. So, ang sagot ko ngayon ay magiging 1 over 49 e raised to 7x plus 3 over 2 times e raised to 3 over 2 times e raised to 2x plus c. And this is now my final answer for the integral of e raised to 5x times e raised to 2x over 7 plus 3 over e raised to 3x dx. Gets natin? So, those are again, balikan ko. For the integration of exponential functions, there are two bases. First, if our base is the Euler's number e, and if our base is a constant. Bakit ba? Kailan ba natin ginagamit ang integration of exponential functions? One of the applications of this is if you want to determine the continuous growth ginagamit to mo almost karamihan sa may mga microorganisms. If you want to determine the continuous growth or the exponential growth of a certain microorganisms, for example, is your bacteria. Sa biology, ginagamit po ito. Itong integration of exponential functions. Kasi di ba the growth of bacteria is hindi siya basta-basta nag-multiply. Ang pag-increase nila is exponential. So, this is one of the applications of this integration of exponential functions. Okay? Try to solve the following problems on your own and practice these problems. I'm going to post the answers for this problem in the Google Classroom by this weekend. Kung hindi ko siya makakalimutan. Try to solve this. Involving yung napag-aralan natin previously and this integration of trigonometric function. Itong masma. Try to solve this. These are just exercise problems. I'm not going to check if I'm not going to score this one. Again, this is just these are just exercise problems for you to be familiar with the integration of indefinite integrals and exponential functions. So try to solve this. The integral of e raised to x times 1 plus 2e raised to x. And the whole of this, yung nasa loob ng parenthesis, is raised to 4 dx. Try to solve this. Also, try the integral of 3 raised to x plus 4 raised to x over 5 raised to x dx. Now, in this problem number 2, magkakaiba po yung bases, pero pare-pareho sila ng exponent. So, dito sa may number 2, magagamit po natin dito yung the integral of a raised to x dx. Lastly, try this problem, number 3. That is the integral of e raised to x, 1 minus e raised to x, times 1 plus e raised to x times 10 dx. Try to solve these problems and compare your answers with my answers. Ang answer ko sa may number 1 is 1 over 10 of 1 plus 2 raised to ex raised to 5 plus c. Again, these are my answers. Try to compare your answers with mine. Paano nakuha tong mga to? For this second problem, my answer here is 3 over 5 raised to x over the ln of 3 over 5 plus 4 over 5 of x over the ln of 4 over 5 plus c. Again, try to solve these 3 problems and compare your answers with mine. For this last problem, my answer here is medyo mahaba yung sagot ko dito sa number 3. My answer for number 3 is 2 over 11 of 1 plus e raised to x raised to 11 minus 1 plus e raised to x raised to 12 over 12 plus c. Ito yung answer ko for number 3. Again, these 3 exercise problems, I encourage you to solve them and compare your answers with my answers. Okay, thank you for listening for this specific problem.